Instagram is social media, and you mentioned recipients. So instead of having the world search for content, whether it's Taylor Swift or the NBA playoffs, anything that's of interest to them, but they're not really married to, such as home buying when you are buying a place or selling when you're in that arena. I believe strongly in local business media, which you and I are engaging right now. And to me, the only recipients are those people that the authority invites. You want to create an intended audience. You know who's important to you. You know the realtors in Long Island that you would like to meet, and you know the realtors in Long Island that you have served and gone to war with. You know the clients that are impressed with you and trust you. So I say, why utilize this unless it's self-aggrandizing? And I know it is for these recent professionals who got in the field, did well, have nice suits, and are showing people. But the fact is, they're subject to who finds them. They're subject to recipients that may be tire kickers. Why? And I tell you what, I call it micro networking, where I think a professional who has authority like yourself, their best bet is to create that intended audience. It could be much smaller. It could be 70 people versus 500 or 5,000 followers. Wouldn't you? Here's my question. I ask agents almost every day. Wouldn't you be open to a coffee shop 5 days a week that I close the door and you speak to all the homeowners and buyers in your community? Wouldn't you be open to a school auditorium? I was in one this morning of about 300, 400 people. Wouldn't you be open to Costco? We could lock the door. You're the only lender or realtor there. So this audience is possible. Why put up a banner in Costco and hope someone sees it when you could create the audience contained in Costco or the coffee shop? You know what I mean? Why cede control to the wind of social media and maybe some acorn will fall on their lap? It's even tough for you because you have no idea who you're speaking to. People are demanding rates and didn't have jobs. Didn't that happen to you?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could vet somebody out in a 2-minute conversation. It's not that difficult. At the end of the day, there's just so many questions they could ask. It's mortgages. It's not brain surgery.
Mm-hmm.
The way this process works is, there's nothing special about it. In regards to the audience, yeah, that's something that would be great. But people do it. They want to just mass market. They want to drop as many lines out there as possible, and then
Absolutely,
whatever
absolutely,
bites. Then they
and
deal
that
with it.
and that's weak, and that's to me that's really that's a great point. I mean, I define
It's
social
lazy. It's lazy. I think it's
lazy.
lazy.
More, I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. Here's interesting. It may not be lazy. They may be diligent. The problem is, you could be diligent looking for gold in a silver mine. So it may not be lazy. The fact is, and I'll knock the real estate industry right here. To a lot of lenders and realtors, it's all they know. I mean, before Facebook, you were knocking on doors, and I know you still are, and you're reaching important people for relationships. But the approach of social media is really ABC. It's that you are hoping to be found by strangers. You just said it. Instagram. Someone doesn't know you, never worked with you. It's no one doesn't even know anyone you know is going to think that your flash is going to make them sign a loan application. It's crazy. It's lazy, but it's really sadly enough between the banks not training and the real estate brokers not training them. It's all they got. It's a hope and a prayer. It's almost a Hail Mary.
Yeah. Hope is not a very good strategy, and hope is, the primary strategy for a lot of people.
It's
So,
funny, right?
yeah, it is. But I prided myself for years in just speaking to, more of a circle of influence. You speak to the right people, and they get the word out for you. They assist in getting the word out for you. It's worked countless times throughout my career. You did a loan for such and such, and you had a great experience. Can we talk? Yes, sure. Boom. And it blows, it opens up that way. And the
Mhm.
more success you have in that regard, you have people touting you, but it's more like you have fans as
True
opposed to
fans.
just,
True fans.
yeah. When you have fans, you have it, you got it, because people, they're just like, you got to speak to this guy. Like I've heard that before, and it's a feel good situation. It really is, when when they're like, they said, I got to speak to you. I'm like, I like that, you know, that's pretty
Sure.
cool, you know.
Well, you know,
That means
you
I made an impact.